What advice would you give fans about jumping into the W and helping get a community goal set so you can earn more rewards in the mode?
I would say to just jump into it. I didn't overthink. I just went into it and I started.
Look at the Trailblazers, focused as they walked into the locker room earlier. Their job's basic tonight: get a W on their home court. Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. In this game, we'll see the Portland Trailblazers going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And checking out the New Orleans opening lineup. Zion and Tice together down low. MP is out there with Murray. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Williams. And it's Henderson in at the 1. And this early in the season, there are still so many unknowns, Grant.
You're right. You learn a little about each team in the preseason. But once the games count, things really start coming into focus.
And so off the tip, it's the Trailblazers. Pass to Ayton. Back to Henderson. Here's Sharp. It's not going to go for him. Tice with the defensive effort. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. A big move for the Pelicans this summer, trading for DeJounte Murray, a versatile and durable lead guard who's proven to be one of the best clutch players. His acquisition directly addresses some of the Pelicans' greatest needs. And, guys, I'm very interested to see how this plays out.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, appreciate the update.
Well, with the way that Zion invites contact, he spends a lot of his time at the free throw line.
Shots good by Henderson. On the wing, MP. Back to Ingram. On the wing, MP. Drains the triple.
Well, this is something that Ingram has really worked on, and you see the results there with the perfect pass.
Inside. Oh, MP with a block. And they're able to recover. Here's Sharp. Great D that time from Murray.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And there's the lob. And that one's good. Williamson.
Well, that contact does nothing to Zion. He's just way too strong.
Murray against Sharp. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
Textbook defense on display. That's exactly how you guard against the jump shot.
Well, good footwork, good assertiveness, able to put a ton of pressure on the shooter. Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Henderson, the pass to Ayton. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. MP against Henderson. Pass. To Williamson. Back to MP. There's the triple. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves. But that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. I asked Coach how they plan to limit DeJounte Murray tonight, and he told me we have to match his energy on both ends of the court. DeJounte is a player who can create something out of nothing with the intensity that he plays with. We can expect to see a lot of hustle on the court tonight, B.A.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Henderson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
Here's MP. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. MP's got 14.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Sharp finds Henderson. To stop the drought. He's off on that one. Tice with the defensive effort.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall. This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Henderson, the pass to Aiden. There's 1:34 left to play in the first. Pass to Avdia. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Good pass from the big man, Ayton. Assists like that really help improve team chemistry.
New Orleans calls timeout. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster.
So for New Orleans right now. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. DeJounte Murray is out there with MP, and it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. From deep, MP. Can't get it to go. He's shooting 6 for 7 so far on this one. Henderson for 3. They get the rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Pass to Williams. Outside Sharp. And oh!
Wow!
Yet not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Williamson with it. On the wing, Murray. Back to MP. Pass to Tice. Stolen by Ayton. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Henderson. It's blocked.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And he lobs it up top. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. And, Coach, you look at DeJounte Murray, a 6'5" do-it-all guard.
Well, Brian, he's got the size and quickness to defend either backcourt position. Offensively, he's best with the ball in his hands, but he has developed his spot-up game to help the team. Well, that's a huge part of Ingram's game. He can really do damage from the perimeter.
Henderson scanning the floor. Avdia finds Sharp. And here is Williams. Back to Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Sharp's got 4 points this quarter.
And it looks like Sharp is fairly comfortable in the mid-range. Having dynamic shot-making ability would be a big plus for him.
Back to Williamson. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Henderson for 3. And they recover it. Williams passes to Sharp. 3-pointer off the mark. And it's Williamson with the ball for the Pelicans. Pass to MP. Throws it up high. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Here's Sharp. That one a little long.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And he gets that one. Ingram's got 11 points.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
To the inside, Avdia, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, great find right there by Henderson. He is such a gifted facilitator.
From deep, MP. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Portland has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. Sharp finds Henderson. Now here's Williams. Back to Henderson. Shot clock at 6. 3-pointer Sharp. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Murray. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Murray's got 4 points this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there.
And so it's New Orleans holding a massive 34-point lead. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. All right, Coach, what are some qualities you're looking for in a lead guard?
Well, look, you want a guy that can make plays, that can control the game. When I first got into the league, people thought about point guards as traditional pass-first guys, but now it means more than that. You want a guy who can make plays, whether it's for himself or for his teammates.
Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Williams is out there with Avdia, and it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brandon Ingram is in his 6th season with the Pelicans, and he said, I love New Orleans. It's a perfect fit for me and the way I want to operate. They do here, less distractions. I can go play basketball whenever I want to with direct access to the facility. I feel connected with the city and the people around me. Brian, he's dialed in.
Sure. Thanks, Allie. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. Oh, good 3 ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
Well, Stanley was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
Henderson against MP. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow. He makes it look easy.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim.
MP, the pass to Tice. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 6th assist of the night. The Trailblazers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. to the left wing. Henderson, the pass to Aiden. MP against Henderson. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Tice has got 4 rebounds now.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting at about 34% here in this game. Henderson outside. Henderson with another miss.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
MP no good. Portland has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Henderson drives in, and that one drops for him. Henderson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
MP, the pass to Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Well, once Zion is rolling, good luck stopping him.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Sharp. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Murray. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Simons against Murray. Grant outside. Batten on the wing. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Yeah, look, that's a good find by the veteran. Grant keeping everyone involved.
The Pelicans lead by 21. So for New Orleans right now. Zion and Tice together down low. MP is out there with Murray. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, this And a peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last. A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. MP is out there with Murray. And it's Tice in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Portland, Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Robert Williams out there with Avdia. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Grant, these two teams just faced off. It's the second game of this mini-series.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, we first saw a lot of these back in the 21-22 season, and they were added in a way to reduce travel. You know, I like them. They give you a playoff feel with the game-to-game adjustments that I love.
From deep, MP. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for Portland. Henderson outside. Puts it up from 12. The Pelicans pull it in. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Blazers and came away with a win.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
So it's Portland now, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Henderson. And it's off the back of the rim, no good. Well, last season, New Orleans finished with their best record since 2009. Stan, they went 49-33.
Well, you have to credit their roster construction. They've got 3 guys who can average 20-plus points, along with a lot of very solid young defenders, and these guys are only getting better.
Here's Sharp, after the basket by New Orleans.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Now here's MP. He picked up 24 points in their last win against Portland. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, they've started this game strong offensively. 3 out of their first 4 attempts.
Here's Sharp. Avdia from outside. Drills it from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
MP, the pass to Murray. Back to MP. To the paint. Here's Williamson. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Well, it's hard to imagine a more solid screen than a Zion screen.
For Portland, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Fires from the line. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Coming off a win against the Blazers.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Nothing is better than winning on the road in this league. It's so difficult. You savor every one of those. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And Robert Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Grant's checked in for Portland. Anthony Simons comes in for Sharp. Henderson against MP. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range. MP's got 6 points.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And Williamson throws it down.
Look out below. Zion came flying in to finish that alley-oop.
Right wing, Henderson for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him drop in a triple early in the game. That'll set him up for success the rest of the way.
Grant with a steal. Henderson with it, now guarded by MP. And here's Simons outside. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. The Pelicans lead by 8. MP scanning the floor. He's covered by Grant. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Aiden. All sorts of time. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Well, yeah, there is some flex to Aiden's game. He doesn't have to have both feet in the paint to score.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. MP, the pass to Williamson. Oh, rejected by Aiden. Here's Simons. Still no points. Clock at 6. Beyond the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simons. A line change here for Portland. Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Williams is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Henderson in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one-of-one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Now here's MP. 9 points in the game. Oh, a flawless finish on the lob.
Well, this is how special Williamson can be. And when he's hot like this, just keep getting him the ball.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Henderson, the pass to Aiden. Back to Henderson. Blocked.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Williamson outside. Back to MP. Pass to Williamson. Ooh, Zion with the flush.
Zion giving the people what they want and making it look easy.
Blazers trail by 13. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Sharp. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, man. Sharp makes that look way too easy. That's elite bounce.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. MP against Henderson. Oh, Zion! Up high to finish the lob.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. It's a 13-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
MP, the pass to Williamson. Oh, Zion! He can go through you.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Zion Williamson has been on display for New Orleans. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It has been a clinic out there by Zion Williamson.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
Second half underway. Here's who Willie Green's got on the floor. Zion and Tice together down low. DeJounte Murray is out there with MP. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
And the basket by Tice.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Tipped away. Here's Ayton. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And last year, Coach, the Pelicans winning 49 games, their second most ever.
Yeah, Brian, but despite that, they got swept by OKC in the first round, and that just tells you how difficult the West is. New Orleans was the 8th seed. In the East, they get the 3 seed.
Shooting one.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Reith, he's checked in for Ayton. Walker comes in for Williams. Banton, he's checked in for Sharp. And Simon has subbed in for Henderson. That's good from Williamson.
Well, with the way that Zion invites contact, he spends a lot of his time at the free throw line.
Pass to Reith. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Good D by Williamson.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
MP finds Williamson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Williamson's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Banton on the wing, defended by Murray. 6 to shoot. To halt the run. Again, the miss by Portland. New Orleans leading by 23. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
You know, there's so much to like about Herb Jones. It's hard to know where to start with this guy, Coach.
Well, Brian, I think I know where it starts. It starts with him being an all-defensive caliber defender, one of the best in the league. But then lately, he's been so efficient from three-point range, and his overall efficiency at the offensive end has gone way up. He's become a complete player.
Yeah, rolling with purpose after setting the pick. Zion's terrific at recognizing how to score in these sets.
Timeout called, Portland. And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with...
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
That free throw good from Sharp. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, Their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Jabari Walker is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then it's Shaden Sharp. And it's Reith in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Over to the wing. Back to Simons. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Portland.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
MP finds Williamson. Back to MP. Pass to Tice. There's the block. They recover it, and that one's good. And so here's Portland. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Murray against Sharp. Over Murray. Sharp, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
And so New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
All right, let's talk about your My Player. What did you make for your W experience this year?
So I'm currently playing as a power forward, a two-way stretch 4, and that's kind of my go-to because I like playing the power forward position. If I had to...
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA No Bet. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Tice at center with Williamson next to him. McCollum is out there with MP. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. And for Golden State, up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hill. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And some question marks for Zion Williamson and the Pelicans moving forward, Shams. What is your sense of how attached to Zion the Pelicans are right now?
The Pelicans learned last year that you can build around Zion Williamson. The struggle, though, is to keep him healthy. I'm told that the Pelicans are really happy about the way Zion Williamson showed last year that he can be on the court. And the Pelicans, I'm told, really believe in Zion Williamson. But there's really no way to find equal talent if they were to ever look to trade him. So the Pelicans have to wait it out and see how they can continue to compete in the West with Zion Williamson.
Quickly, do you think they have enough around him? Do you like the parts around Williamson?
I do. The biggest thing in New Orleans, though, is staying healthy. If we see a healthy group, a healthy Zion Williamson for the entire run of the playoffs, that's what everyone, not only in New Orleans, but the basketball world wants to see.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely scratch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership. They had it all. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
Curry can't get it to go.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
MP passes to Williamson. Green with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Good on the bucket. And the influx of international players continues to just fill these rosters in the NBA. And Shams, it has truly become a global league.
It's truly a beautiful thing, right, Kevin? We want sports to bring people together, to really galvanize communities, no matter your ethnicity, no matter your gender, anything. And now I really feel we're breaking down a lot of barriers in the world.
And think, three of the top, 5-6 players, we got Doncic. We've got Porzingis, of course, who is such a nice player, but Antetokounmpo and Jokic. I mean, the names go on and on of key contributors to winning teams.
You have to make a case that the world team against the U.S. team, if they were ever stacked against each other, that would be a heck of a game.
You and I would pay for the ticket, wouldn't we? I would pay to watch that.
I'm willing and able to pay immediately, Kevin. Sign me up. When are we going?
I hope soon. MP dishes to Williamson. Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity now.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Kyle Anderson comes in for Green. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. Here's Williamson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Williamson's got 8 points.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Curry passes to Looney. Knocked loose and stolen by MP. Here's Williamson. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Pajemski. He's covered by Murray. Murray with the defensive effort.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Anderson outside from downtown. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 16-7 run. MP kicks to Murray. Back to MP. Pass to Williamson. And they pick up 2. 12 points for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And some changes for Golden State. Kevon Looney is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Kyle Anderson comes in for Wiggins. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Heel. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for New Orleans. MP comes in for McCollum. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Looney out there with Kuminga. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They've led by as many as 11 points. Inside, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Murray's got his first points of the night.
A bigger point guard is 6'4". Murray has no issue scoring inside.
There's 1:26 left here in the second. Here's Podziemski. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Shot to stop the run. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry outside. And Jones pulls it down.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
And here's MP for 3. Offensive rebound. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Curry.
No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for that?
Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. A bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. MP is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Tice in at the 5 spot. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram has become a foundational player. C.J. McCollum says he wants to be great, and to be great, you have to be able to create. When you're selfless and you're willing to do whatever it takes to win, it becomes contagious. McCollum praised B.I.'s feel, IQ, and commitment to the game. Kevin?
About as committed as you are, David. Hey, thank you so much for that. MP against Wiggins, and Tice throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Shot by Hield, nobody around, and again, no good by Golden State.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Curry with the steal. Over McCollum. Here's Jackson Davis. It's rebounded by Tice.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Wiggins with it, now guarded by Ingram. The pass to Green. Here's Hield. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. The focus from Curry. Gets it to fall inside.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about... Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Wiggins finds Curry. From deep three-point land. The Warriors getting another chance here. A shot by Pajemski, no good. Pelicans leading by 9. Here's Jones. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
The shot, no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans lead by 11. We're going to step aside for just a second. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Pajemski. And it's Looney in at the center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Pass to Kuminga.
Curry.
Knocks it loose. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. Curry against Jones. Kicks it out to MP. To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 13. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
Curry from three.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Green comes in for Kuminga, and Hield subbed in for Brandon Pajemski. New Orleans also making some changes. Daniel Tice is checked in for Trey Murphy. Ingram comes in for Herbert Jones, and McCollum subbed in for Murray. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Jackson Davis. Wiggins against Ingram. To the middle. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Hield against MP. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Green.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
MP looking around. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Green with the block.
When you talk about the best defensive players of this era, you have to talk about Draymond Green. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And so MP will bring it up for New Orleans. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Three-pointer Hield. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. 1:30 left in the fourth. MP finds Williamson. Chalk up 2 there. Williamson's got 24.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength just so lethal.
The shot by Curry, no good. New Orleans leading by 14. MP outside. Tice passes to Williamson. New Orleans moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Where there's so much player movement.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long.
Up next, the Pelicans taking on the Warriors. For New Orleans, the goal is to improve each time they take the floor, emphasizing communication and effort. Warriors, Pelicans, tip-off coming up right after this. Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at the starting group for the Pelicans. Ingram is the 3, with Zion playing the 4. MP is out there with DeJounte Murray, and it's Tice in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Warriors, Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. And in the second game of a back-to-back, it must be hard to keep your energy up on consecutive nights.
Well, it's why we see so many coaches sit healthy players for the second game. But the NBA has done a great job over the past 4 or 5 seasons cutting back on back-to-back nights where games are scheduled. And the players spoke up, and the league listened.
It'll be the Pelicans off the tip. Curry against MP. Oh, from deep. They get it again. Murray laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Great concentration from DeJounte that time, just playing right through the contact.
Curry from deep three-point land. Pelicans cleared away. Williamson with it. MP outside. The 3 ball. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. Williamson.
And Williamson's energy just incredible, which is what makes him such a force on the offensive glass.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
We got to talking about Brandon Ingram, and I asked how Coach thought they might limit him tonight. Coach told me, well, there's nothing we can do about his size and his length, so we're hoping just to frustrate him and keep him off balance by getting up in his business and contesting shots. Hopefully that plan pans out for them. Guys?
Allie, thank you. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Curry passes to Wiggins. Stolen by MP. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
Inside, Zion just a monster. He can go over or through opposition.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting the show for Zion.
Hield for 3. Tice grabs the miss.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
MP, the pass to Williamson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Williamson's got 6 points.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Pass to Jackson Davis. It's Wiggins on the wing. Here's Curry. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
MP against Curry. Here's Williamson. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Curry with another miss.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And the Warriors call time here. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, and they didn't get, like, blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed, and they could not get anything going no matter. Who they had out on the court.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Jackson Davis. Anderson comes in for Green. Kuminga, he's checked in for Wiggins. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Hield. Now here's MP. He played a great game against Golden State. Pass to Jones. Back to MP. He tries for three. It's rebounded by Golden State. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
It seemed like coming into that game, they looked a little off, and they never really hit their stride.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now here's Pajemski. 8 points in his last time out. Back to Kuminga. Will it go? The shot, no good. Jones with some nice D. The Pelicans lead by 14. Yep, that one's good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
And here are the Warriors now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Well, Brent, the Pels bowing out to the Thunder in the first round last season. Not a bad showing, though.
Yeah, no shame in that. You lose to the #1 seed in the West.
So for the Pelicans right now, Trey Murphy out there with Brandon Ingram. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then it's MP. And it's Tice in at the center position, locking down the middle. Pass to Pajemski. Misses off the right iron.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
MP looking around. Down low. And he dunks it down.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Here's Green. Oh, look at Draymond flexing with that finish.
Yeah, just tireless from Draymond that time. He values each possession and creates a second opportunity that time.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Pajemski. It's Pajemski on the wing. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Yeah, Draymond Green, we know he plays with attitude and he plays with force. But his teammates appreciate the unselfish approach he has.
Here's MP. The rebound by Wiggins.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
MP outside. The three is up. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Warriors trail by 13. Here's Hield. That shot is off. Good D by Murray. And it's Murray with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one, and that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
Jackson Davis. Good D by Murray.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Ingram, the pass to MP. 30 seconds left in the second. And the basket by Tice.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now Wiggins. 9 points in his last outing. Outside Pajemski. Over MP. Oh, MP with a block. And so it's New Orleans leading by 17 at the end of the period. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Back to the game after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Inside, it's Green next to...
Yes, sir!
Oh!
That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Inside, here's Curry. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
MP outside. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And it's still early in the season, but it's always a good time to check out some power rankings. A lot could change before playoff time. Taking a look at New Orleans, they've risen to third in the latest power rankings, playing well as of late.
You know, right now for the Pelicans, they've begun this year playing with some real fire, and it's produced some top-notch basketball, doing better than many expected.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul called.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Green.
It doesn't matter. I mean, once Steph Curry crosses half court, you're in trouble.
New Orleans calls timeout.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Green's checked in for New Orleans. Jones comes in for Murray. MP, the pass to Green. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 8 assists in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And a deep three from Curry. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Williamson's got 5 rebounds tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And Grant, once again, Stephen Curry hit 300 threes last season. Man, he's in a class of his own.
Well, there have been 7 300-plus three-point seasons ever. Stephen has 5 of them. He has the only 400 three-point year ever. So, yeah, B.A., Stephen has created his own class.
Drive by Curry. Wiggins from long range. Rebounded by New Orleans. MP outside. Hey, from beyond the arc. Looney grabs a miss.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
The three from Curry. They get it back.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Williamson inside. He's covered by Curry. And they get it back. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Oh, another miss by MP. Warriors trail by 19. MP with the block. Here we go, one-on-one. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. Curry, that's good.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
MP, the pass to Green. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 9 assists now tonight. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Pajimski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Anderson's checked in for the Warriors. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Pelicans?
Yeah, all game long, they had great energy, leading to ample second chance opportunities, and they converted.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
So the Pelicans 5 right now. Ingram and Zion play together at the 4 and the 5. DeJounte Murray is out there with MP. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, there's no I in team, but there is an I in Zion. And I see him getting it done.
The 3 from Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's MP. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Anderson. And the Pelicans also making a change. Tice is checked in. Well, Brent, after ups and downs, it seemed like New Orleans is really trending in the right direction.
Their path has not always been easy. It's a bit indicative of the city itself. It's a resilient place with resilient people that take a lot of pride in the comeback. So this team has had personnel changes, coaching changes, injuries, but the Pelicans have certainly become a team in the past couple seasons where the future is much brighter than its past.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a
If you are just joining the NBA 2K family with NBA 2K25 or new to playing online, we've got a new way to play online in the city on the brand new casual courts.
Hovering above a unique court in the Rise and Elite affiliations, you'll see a rotating icon. You can hop on here to join other players in 3v3 action. These beginner-friendly
The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action. And as they came into the building, the players were plenty fired up themselves. All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analyst, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. A look at Indiana's starting group. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2, and it's Turner in at the center position. And for the Pelicans, Zion and Tice together down low. DeJounte Murray is out there with MP, and it's Ingram in at the 3. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, BA, take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building, plus you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
Now here's MP. To the inside. Williamson. Siakam pulls down the board. Halliburton looking over the floor. Hits a three-pointer.
That's the thing about Tyrese Halliburton. This guy's going to keep you guessing. You want me to pull up and make that shot? No problem.
Williamson passes to MP. Back to Williamson. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Turner, no good. And it's Murray with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, hard not to foul Zion inside. He's just so broad and so aggressive.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin, and then extending Andrew Nembhard. With a young team that's already shown so much promise, there is upside in staying the course. This team should have some staying power for years to come, guys.
No doubt about it. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. And here's New Orleans now, after the basket by Indiana on the other end. MP outside. Hey, expanding his range. The rebound by Nesmith. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Halliburton on the wing. That one rolls around and rims out.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
MP, the pass to Williamson. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Halliburton for 3. Another miss by Halliburton.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Tice passes to MP. Back to Tice. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Now, strength and commitment. He was going to finish that play. Daniel Tice doing work.
Stolen by MP. To the paint. Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Siakam, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Here's Siakam. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Great D that time from Williamson.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
From deep, MP. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of New Orleans this year.
This wasn't a favorable matchup for them last season. Surprisingly, they got swept.
And Indiana with some changes. Wiseman, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. Now here's Nesmith. What a tremendous game he played against Boston. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
MP shot is good.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
McConnell against MP. Got a hand on it.
Always engaged on the defensive end. Daniel Tice with the excellent rejection.
Here's MP. Again, the Pelicans good for 2.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
McConnell outside. Toppin finds McConnell. To end the run. Good as the jump shot falls.
That's just good awareness from Toppin, willing to get it to the open guy immediately. Love the unselfishness.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 8-point game. Here's MP. It's rebounded by Indiana.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's New Orleans. They lead by 8. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action. New Orleans, Tice comes in for Williamson, and MP is subbed in for Ingram. Pacers trail by 14. Filling out the wings, it's McCollum and Jones. Trey Murphy out there with Daniel Tice. And it's MP in at the 1. That's the Pelicans 5.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Oh, he tries a 3. Drops in the 3. MP's got 11.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Well, the Pacers shooting only 36% so far in this game.
Hey, right here.
Halliburton against MP. There's Nesmith with a 3. Here's Wiseman. Oh, Wiseman using his size.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
The Pelicans lead by 15. MP scanning the floor. Tice. New Orleans calls timeout. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. Number 1, the Pacers.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
'em. 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 'em
MP against Halliburton. Pass to Jones. Back to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. The rebound by Nesmith.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Halliburton outside. The Pelicans pull it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
McCollum on the wing. Back to MP. Pass to Tice. And he lobs it up to the rim.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. More 2K action in just a moment. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
On the floor for Indiana, Halliburton and Emhart, the 1 and the 2. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Jackson in it to 5. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, B.A., that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Pelicans have a young star tandem in Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson. And C.J. McCollum said to win in today's NBA, you need those big, versatile forwards who can do a little bit of everything. We have 2 of the best in the league, and when you're playing well, it makes the game easier for all of us. Brian?
It's a great perspective. Thanks, Allie. Pacers trail by 14. Pass to Halliburton. Looking to end this cold spell. Oh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
MP, the pass to Tice. That one's good for 2. Tice has got his second basket on the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
MP, the pass to Williamson. Fades. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
And here's Halliburton. He has 7. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure...
Here's McConnell. We've got Trey Murphy. MP is out there with Murray. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Tice in at the 5, down low. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's MP. He shoots a 3. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Now McConnell. Stolen by MP. Releases. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
McConnell passes to Siakam. Clock at 6. Here's Nembhard. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist of the night. And so Murray will bring it up for the Pelicans. 17 points was their biggest margin. MP, the pass to Tice. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
You know, Tice showing off his touch right in that restricted area. Doing work, Daniel Tice.
McConnell against MP. Pass to Nembhard. 6 on the shot clock. Outside for McConnell. No luck on that one. Tice with the defensive effort. Back to MP. To the middle. Wiseman with a steal. In transition. Here come the Pacers. Here's Siakam. The Pelicans pull it in. They host the Hawks after this one, and that'll be their 2nd of 4 total games at home. To the inside, here's Tice. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now it's a 7-point Pelican lead. McConnell left side. Here's Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
From deep, MP. The rebound by Nesmith. Pacers trail by 5. Pass to McConnell. And here's Siakam, covered by MP. Wiseman inside. He's against Tice. And here's Siakam for 3. The putback. Oh, Wiseman! Send it back down, big fella.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
New Orleans calls timeout. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And I just love how he was able to capitalize from beyond the arc.
And so it's New Orleans winning this one. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on, but give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is
right, we're back for some W online action. We're joined by community member Miss T, who just helped Danny set up his W My Player, and now we're gonna jump right into a game. How we feeling, Danny?
Feeling good. I think this point guard
And the Atlanta Hawks, a shot from earlier on, arriving for a battle on the road and looking confident all the way in. Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The front court is Shea and Johnson. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Buffkin in at the point guard. And for the Pelicans, a bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. Murray out there with MP. And it's Tice in at the pivot spot manning the middle. You know, Brent, some players tend to start the season fast, and others start it slow. Which camp did you fall in?
Well, I appreciate the question, Kevin. I just personally wanted to come into the season ramped up and ready to go, in great shape, and just setting a tone for the year. That not only does it for me, but I think it does something for your teammates. But there's another side to this. The seasoning of a player is also important. A guy 10 years into the league, they're going to work themselves into a lather, and given the level of contribution that they make to the team, they'll be ready when the moments are biggest.
That one falls. Williamson's got the game going here with the first basket for the Pelicans. Here's Buffkin, covered by MP. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And so MP will bring it up for the Pelicans. Pass to Williamson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Williamson's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. You do not want to go toe-to-toe with Zion on the inside.
It's been an eventful run for Zion Williamson, right, Brent, to say the least, since going first overall in the 2019 draft.
And, man, Kevin, you just are hoping for the simplest of things, and that is health. Because when Zion is healthy, so is this team in ways that other teams fear because of how dominant he can be. This is a special talent. We just want to see more and more of it.
Yep, that one goes.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter. On the inside.
Kicks it to Capella. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Capella. It's hauled in by DeJounte Murray.
So far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
MP outside. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, playmaking ability on full display there. I love how Zion is taking what the defense is giving him right now.
The pass to Capella. Now, Shea. Johnson. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And here's MP for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Let's see some of the numbers here for Bogdanovich. Trey Murphy's checked in for the Pelicans. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella, and it's DeAndre Hunter in for Reza Shea. MP outside. Pass to Williamson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williamson's got 8.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
The 3 from MP. Lofkin with the rebound.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
To end the cold streak. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pelicans.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
They get it again, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Pelicans leading by 6. MP looking it over. Drains it from beyond the arc.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Pass to Hunter. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
MP up top. Last time out he had 14 points. 3-pointer on the way. Rebounded by the Hawks. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nance outside. Right side, Bogdanovich. There's the triple. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Pelicans ahead, up 9. From New Orleans, back in a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Pacers. Hawkins is out there with MP. Then there's Javonte Green. Then it's Ingram. And it's Williamson in at the 5 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Hunter. And he can't bank that one in. Pelicans leading by 14. When Zion came into the NBA, Brent, he was seen as a defensive liability. But boy, has he made strides on that end of the floor.
Well, Kevin, consistency of being on the floor can help you with your offense, but we don't often talk about the learnings that come with being on the floor often defensively, making reads, understanding your opponents better. I think Zion has suffered from those injuries, taking away his opportunities to become a better defender. We're seeing that improvement now.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Second chance shot. Back to Zeller. Bogdanovich wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. 17-point lead, their biggest. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, no secret the Pelicans will go as far as their star forwards, Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson, take them. Guard C.J. McCollum said, I think they've grown a lot. They're seeing how good we've been and how close we are to being great. That's motivation to keep taking the right steps and sacrifice whatever's required to get over that hump. Kevin?
And David, that hump has been pretty big for this team. I'm hopeful they're going to get over it. And we thank you for the report. MP passes to Williamson, and he gets it to go. Williamson's got 16.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. To halt the run. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Pass to Hunter. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. That shot off. And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for New Orleans. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The pairing up front, Johnson and Capella. Bogdanovich on the wing. He's paired with Rizichet. And it's Puffkin in at the point. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal. I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence, always a surefire way to get back in the game. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Buffkin, no good.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together. Okay, good game plan. Start the second half, 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Bogdanovich against Murray. Will it go? Buffkin, no good.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Yes, that goes in. Murray's got 7.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Well, we're talking about DeJounte Murray now. And, Brent, what do you like most about his game?
Well, I like the tenacity that DeJounte brings to a game. I really feel like he ramps himself up for the biggest moments and wants to make the plays at the end of the game, whether that's scoring the basketball, passing the basketball, but really overriding that is defensively, wanting to be disruptive. So when you get a guy that competes at that high a level, that's what makes DeJounte Murray such an intriguing two-way player.
MP with it. He's picked up by Rizichet, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Trey Murphy's checked in for Daniel Tice, and McCollum subbed in for DeJounte Murray.
Love Zion's grit and determination. Nothing about his NBA story has been easy to this point, but he hasn't let that stop him from trying to get out here and continuing to dominate.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by the Pelicans.
MP up top. 12 points for him. And Williamson throws it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And the dunk by MP.
We've seen Ingram's length help him out offensively, but that time on the defensive end, swarming.
And there's the pass to Johnson. 1:07 left in the third quarter of the game. The Hawks again can't hit.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
MP, no good. Hawks shooting only 21% from the field so far. Poked away and stolen by MP. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. And so we see the Pelicans taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening. And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Henderson and Simons are their guards. Avdia is out there with Grant, and it's Ayton in at the 5. And for New Orleans, Tice at center with Williamson next to him. DeJounte Murray is out there with MP, and it's Ingram in at the 3. Brent, this should be a very intriguing matchup. Both these teams feature some very athletic players.
Well, if we get out in transition, Kevin, there's definitely some top 10 moments that are going to come up. A bunch of high flyers on both of these rosters, and we expect to see a lot of airtime from these players tonight.
It'll be Portland off the tip. Here's Henderson. Pass to Ayton. Right block shot. Pelicans with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
It's good.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Willie Green.
Now he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, the Blazers with a draft night trade for two-way wing Denny Avdia, a young but established player on a value contract. Portland's added a guy who should help them win now and down the line. Guys, it appears Avdia is going to be a pretty seamless fit for Portland.
Okay, thank you, Shams.
And those assist numbers for Murray keep going up because he can score.
The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Murray against Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Boy, it's a joy to watch Ingram as he's developed. One of the hardest working players in the game.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. And MP gets it to go on the assist from Ingram. MP's got 11 points. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Henderson kicks to Avdia. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. The shot's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by MP. And that one's good. Ingram. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. Last time they met was in Portland this season.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Now, you can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Trey Murphy's checked in for Williamson. Herbert Jones comes in for Brandon Ingram. And it's C.J. McCollum in for DeJounte Murray. And it's the Pelicans ball. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharpe took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
That one drops for him. So it's the Pelicans now. MP outside. 1:03 left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
McCollum against Sharpe. Unloads. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got 4 rebounds in this game. MP outside. Three-pointer. And another 3 for New Orleans.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there. Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And so it's New Orleans looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. We've got more in store for you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here. And Pelicans. And Brent, the Pelicans swept in the first round last year by the Thunder, and that Zion injury was very unfortunate and very untimely.
Oh, man, that was crushing. Williamson had 40 points in that play-in game, playing his best basketball, and then hurt very late in that contest. They really missed him, obviously, against OKC, and just bad luck for New Orleans last year.
McCollum and Jones are your wingmen. Trey Murphy is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's MP in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against the Suns.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
He tries for 3, and another 3 for New Orleans.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Benton. That one's off, still out of sync.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
MP deciding where to go with it. With the shot. Portland grabs the miss.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And so it's New Orleans in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Henderson and Simons are their guards. Grant is out there with Avdia. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size. And this is how you want to come out of the half, prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
MP up top. Henderson defending. The drive by MP. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start. Oh, too much. Look at that.
Oh, man, Scoot Henderson, an elite leaper.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Out to Ingram. MP outside. To the paint. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Ayton.
You want more of this from DeJounte Murray, just playing on the front foot, getting to the free throw line.
And Greg, remember in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
So for the Pelicans, Jones comes in for Ingram. And it's Jose Alvarado in for DeJounte Murray. And Portland with a change here too. Williams has checked in, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Jones. Some last season stats for him. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
MP against Simons. Here's Green. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Simons surveying the D. They get it back. Here's Williams. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Only their first turnover of the game, taking terrific care.
Henderson against MP. Good on the triple. MP's got 31.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
We've got Daniel Tice. MP is out there with Hawkins. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Jones in at the 3. That's the Pelicans' 5. Here's Banton. He's covered by Hawkins. It's rebounded by Tice. Here's MP. The rebound by Sharp. Avdia, the pass to Henderson. Back to Avdia. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge.